punk revolution now. Today we're gonna be reviewing. Oh, by the way, I hope y'all had a good Thanksgiving. Today we're gonna be reviewing Smashing Pumpkins' newest album, CYR, Cure, Sire. I don't know how the fuck to pronounce it. It's their new album. It's the Smashing Pumpkins. You know the Smashing Pumpkins. They are like one of the biggest 90s alternative rock bands ever. Their first 4 albums are like certified alternative rock classics. You've heard their songs on the radio. I mean, come on. Siamese Dream, Mellon Collie, and The Infinite Sadness. These are classic albums that if you're a fan of rock music, you gotta check out because they kick ass. What are the Smashing Pumpkins up to now? I have no fucking clue. I honestly, hardly keep up with them anymore. Don't know what they're doing. Highly skeptical they're gonna be able to release a solid album in 2020 after not releasing a solid album in 20 years. But we'll see. You never know. Let's start by taking a look at the album cover. This album cover gives me very strong, capitalist dystopia vibes. It kind of reminds me of the book cover of Ayn Rand's book, Atlas Shrugged. It kind of reminds me of the movie Metropolis. It sort of reminds me a bit of, the Bioshock universe. I could easily see, a statue like this in the Bioshock universe. So, I mean, I don't know, man. It gives me weird vibes. I know that Billy Corgan is a libertarian capitalist, a self-proclaimed libertarian capitalist, so, maybe he was inspired by Ayn Rand's book and put it on the cover. I don't know. I don't really like the cover, though. It's so weird. Musically, I honestly don't even know how to go about reviewing this album because it's very fucking confusing. I'm listening, I'm focusing, taking notes, doing my usual music reviewer stuff, and literally my brain doesn't know how to process what I'm listening to because it just sounds like nothingness. I think the word most people would use to describe this 72-minute album would be boring. Literally the melodies and they don't stick with you. The instrumentation doesn't it's just nothing sticks with you. I could easily, if I wanted to, give this album a 0 or something. But I've been so fascinated by this album, trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. It's kind of unlike anything I've ever heard, that I kind of found myself re-listening to it, both for the review's sake and also just from my own curiosity to try to process this album. And it's still a horrible album. The more I processed it, the more I realized that. But there's certainly some things in here that are just kind of interesting I kind of want to point out to you. First, let me just tell you the shitty stuff about this album, just get it all out there. It's pretty simple. First off, the melodies are fucking bland as hell. You can't tell the difference between the verses and the chorus because it all just kind of sounds like Billy Corgan, just miserable nasally voice mixed way too loud, way on top of all the synths. But I think it was probably a good idea because the synth work sounds like Billy Corgan was okay, rest of the Smashing Pumpkins band, I wrote these 20 songs. Put some synths behind there, and they're we're a rock band, we don't know how to play synths, but okay. And they're ding, 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 and they don't know what the fuck they're doing. The instrumentation just sounds so confused and strange. The transitions from the verses to the choruses are awkward. All the songs blending together. It's it's 72 minutes of this hell. But Billy Corgan, he could have written such a lazy, simple, easy rock album. Very simple rock album. He would have been fine. He decided to write a synthpop album that is 72 minutes long, and maybe he's chose synthpop because he knows it's more trendy and that's going to get him more streams. Maybe it's 72 minutes because he knows if there's more songs, that's going to get more Spotify streams. He's going to make more money. Maybe that's true. But when I listen to this album, I genuinely hear a really passionate, inspired Billy Corgan album who probably has a really big ego and thinks everything he does is awesome even though this album sucks. But I just hear Billy Corgan just going fucking off. He is so into these songs. He's singing and riffing and just sounds like he's fucking just he's digging in. Doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. I don't know what they're doing. Am I supposed to dance to this? Am I supposed to cry? No one fucking knows. Why did they make this album? I don't know, but I hear passion in there. And it comes out confusing, and obviously I think they just tried to write good songs and they sounded bad, but I like to believe it's purposely bad in an avant-garde way. So I'm giving this a 4 out of 10 because there's actually a tiny part of me that kind of likes this album in a twisted, fucked up, I've listened to too much music and now I need some like really bizarre shit to entertain me kind of way. I think if you're just the average Smashing Pumpkins fan, just stay the fuck away from this. But if you're twisted like me, maybe check it out because it is kind of weirdly entertaining in a weird way. 4 out of 10. Thank you everyone for watching. Smashing Pumpkins, Billy Corgan, you're fucking weird. This album is weird. 4 out of 10. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe. Punk Revolution now.